Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Delta's World. And yes, I know this episode has taken quite a bit to get out, but that's because I've been super busy. And you're probably wondering why are we in the end, but you probably can tell based off the soul sim behind me, we're going to be quickly killing the Wither because, well, I want a beacon. Because, yeah, I've been doing a lot of mining of resources, and it's been going really slow, and I want it to go faster. So, beacon's good, plus since we have so much, since we have so much iron block from the iron farm, so this is how much I've AFK'd it, it just makes sense that, they just have a beacon, because this could be better. Another reason why we're in the end is also, I'm going to be making an Enderman farm, because getting all those resources, again, has taken me a lot of time at the skeleton spawner. This guy's so loud. It's taking me a lot of time at the skeleton spawner, and, yeah, it's really slow, and repairing the tools, I want that to be fast, so we're just gonna come to here. Is he even getting faster than he's dying? No, I think it's because I hit him, so he's not dying as quickly. And he dead. And we now have another star, which we're gonna immediately put into the E-chest because I don't want to lose this thing. So yeah, let's pop that straight into the E-chest. And now, let's get right into a time lapse of us building the Enderman farm. So, let's do that. I may or may not have done a stupid and a classic YouTube mistake of forgetting to press the start record button for the time lapse. And I've done a lot of work. And I realized it right when I was finishing up the farm, and I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother recording and just make this apology. But yeah, I've connected up the stronghold up to Nether Portal roof because I'm not flying every single time I need to go. So there's pathway torches leading back, but let's head over into the end to show you the farm. It is just kind of a simple ender, but I did decide I'm going to put... Why do I have a pearl here? I don't know why I have a pearl here. Whatever, but yeah. It's just a simple ender design. And yeah, powder snow to fall down on, water elevator to go up, and just a long bridgeway all the way over to here made out of leaves for a simple ender design, which I've been AFKing, well not AFKing a bit, but killing Enderman to get some XP, and we have now a lot of ender pearls as well, but yeah, let's fills up my inventory with ender pearls. Actually, maybe let's put some of these away, but still. We got a good chunk of pearls now, and it's very efficient. Much better than what we had, and I'm very proud of that. So I'll have a tutorial in the description below for the farm. It was originally designed by iJevin, but I couldn't find the original, so I just kind of looked up Enderman Farm design. It does credit him, I believe. It'll be on screen if it is or not, but yeah. So, now we need to get on to a slightly different project. The project will be, well, you've seen it in the thumbnail at least, the bridge. Because I want to go off to a new section to start building. And that new section, I'm going to need to go quite the ways out. Because, well, I want to change up the block palette a bit, and genuinely I just don't find that there's good building right around where I am currently. That is a left. But once we get past that bridge, I think we'll have a great time. What did I just do? Did I just teleport into an Enderman? Whatever. Okay, let's head home. And we home. Beautiful. But, yeah, let's sleep and then get into the bridge. Now, the bridge is going to be connecting us right here on the spruce section, all the way right over across this river over there. But, yeah, then our next project will actually be redesigning and redoing the village here. And that is going to be fun, because now I get to play around with more of a spruce-based palette that I'm still kind of working on, but it's all going to come together quite nicely, and then we'll be able to have a new section, a building right over this way, and then off to something I think I'm going to put over here. Though I'm not also completely sure where I want to put it next. The next project is what I'm referring to. but it'll go possibly somewhere right over here. Though there is also a lot of Snow Mountain, which I'm not sure if I want right beside. So it may be that we head all the way over here. And I know I need a massive area, so... Actually, I think this area right here will actually work the best. But that's going to be a massive terraforming project, because I need a giant flat area. And, you thought the one from last episode was bad? Oh, this one's like 3 times the size, at least. But that can be actually worked on across multiple episodes, and that'll actually be me primarily using moss, so I can farm up tons of shulker boxes and just get going at it super easy. But yeah, I think here will be where we'll have the next big project. But we need to actually work on the projects over here over the next handful of episodes. And then, from that, I think then we'll be good to start work at the project that will be behind me. But, now with all that said, we need to get building, and this time I'm going to remember to press record. After that time lapse, the bridge is now done, and I've also done a little bit more work off camera, primarily just putting a path in to get there, as well as some detailing on the bridge. But I want to talk about something while we ride. So, Minecraft Live was yesterday over in Rotterdam, and they discussed the next update that's coming out. Obviously, Chaos Cubed is coming out on June 16th, as, well, everybody might as well know by now. But the next update is going to be bringing some really nice trees into the game. And those trees have both red, yellow, and orange colored leaves, and that's really cool. But the thing I am happy about, but yet disappointed in, is I wanted colored leaves like this for a while because it's going to make building absolutely amazing. But the problem is honestly, I was hoping it would have been maple trees, but maybe that's just my Canadian talking, because you can do a lot of cool stuff with maple trees. But the new wood type is going to look amazing, and I do already love it, just how it looks. But, yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about. Wool, the new wool items, are going to be amazing. But that we gotta wait a while for. So what I'm wanting to mostly talk about now is the bridge. So we have a little bit of blending right here. And yeah, really nice blending to go into our new path that is going to be made up of stone, andesite, and gravel, which I'm very excited about to use for kind of the next major section for our build. But if we fly, we can now see just how big this bridge is compared to the normal path. Now, this took me quite the shulker boxes of stone, but that's fine. I love the look of this. It has some cracked stone bricks throughout it, and some mossy cobblestone by the water. Sorry, not mossy cobblestone, mossy stone bricks by the water, and it does look really good. I'm very happy with how this turned out, but yeah, let's ride. So, across this bridge, we'll actually be going to the next area to which we will be building in. And that area, I can't really go any further, I haven't built the path out more, but is actually going to be over right here where the next village is going to be. And that next village's name is going to be Stonedale. So I have a new design that I will show you momentarily. But yeah, it's going to be going right here. We'll replace the villagers. Well, we'll replace the whole village, so this whole thing's going to be coming down. But then we got to rebuild it all back up. And that's going to take a while. I won't tell you what's coming after the fact, but that is going to be what we're going to do. I've been doing a lot of horse... What are you doing? I have been using the Enderman farm. Forgot what it was called. We just built it just a little bit ago here. But I've been working on the Enderman farm, and I've been getting a lot of enchanted books. So between having to upgrade our tools more, we're going to do pretty good. But yeah, honestly, the next major thing I want to do is actually the beacon. So since we're going to be building over there a lot, we might as well put the beacon over there. So if we head all the way back to the village, put you away, we can then go over back into the house and then craft the beacon. Now, it has been a while since I've crafted a beacon. I think we need somewhere like that in terms of the amount of blocks. I'll grab the beacon there. We need, what, 3 of that and what, 5 glass, I think it is? Something like that. But if we come over here, we can then craft a beacon. And let me just grab 1 iron real quick. There we go. Now we're going to fly all the way back over, which is always a long travel, but then what we can do is start clearing out all the trees and everything else in the village, so we can then start work on building all of the new houses. And the houses I'm very excited about, because they have an absolutely great design. So let's place the thing... I'm going to place it a bit high in the air. So let's place it here. And there, the beacon is now placed, and we can now get haste 2 up in here. So let's do that. Booyah. And we now have haste 2. Lovely. So now all the mining is going to go much better. But since we now have the beacon in place, now I'm going to show you the type of build we're going to put in here. This is my test world, which has all of the different builds behind me. But the one I want to focus on is this. This is the style of build we will be putting in Stonedale. And I'm very excited about this because these ones are actually going to have interiors. Unlike these, because the ones from Wheatwood are kind of just empty. But the ones from Stonedale, I'm very pleased of how this is just turning out. As you can see, there's a lot of different builds behind me, whether those be early concept designs, scaled up failed things, or just different things in general. Like, for example, I have a tree here. I have a light post design that I don't think I ever ended up using in Wheatwood, but then we also have a whole bunch of other stuff, like the sails on the ship over here, which actually I just realized this is the full ship. Never mind. So we have the ship here. We got everything else all over the place, including the old cart design, which if you remember from episode 1 of this series, we had this, which I'm very pleased about. But yeah, I just have some block palette stuff over here. I have still yet to make a block palette for Stonedale, but I think I'll get that done, probably just off camera. But yeah, this is kind of just my test world of where I test with different designs, see how they look, some finished, some unfinished. But yeah, there's nothing here that you either won't see in the next episode or you haven't already seen, or stuff that just doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this is my test world, and these are just the builds behind us. And those builds are going to be going right in behind me. So, with all that said, now we got to get on to the last part of the episode. And that is not actually the commentary cut, but actually the mud farm behind me. Because I needed a lot of packed mud for the path, I actually ended up just making this little mud farm design, so I already crossed it off the list. But now we just have a couple things on the list we need to do. And this area is certainly looking full with the different farms we all have. But hey, that's kind of just what this area is. Just a lot of farms, and just a lot of that in general. But now, on to the commentary cut. And our first comment is from Arskull207. Where's the casino? I don't really have a reply to that because, well, I'm not really sure a casino would fit really in this world where it's at currently. Also, I just don't really do mini games because, well, it's single player. I'm by myself, and mini games are nice, but I also just really like the creation aspect of Minecraft compared to more just playing games. So, Yeah, I'm just gonna continue playing the game, I guess, compared to playing games within a game, so we don't get into gameception. And yeah, I think it's just time for the next comment. From Silver, the fields turned out absolutely beautiful. Amazing work as per usual. Please don't burn yourself out, mate. Lol. Well, thanks. I'm trying not to burn myself out. I was just really, really busy, and this is why this video has taken a long time to get out, even though the bridge has only taken me a couple days to make, and only a handful of hours. This episode hasn't actually really taken that long. It's just I haven't been able to have much time to work on it for a little bit, and I've just needed time to relax from my really, really busy school schedule. But episodes should be coming out more regularly. As you know, behind us, we have a pretty big project, but that'll be done probably into small sections with then another bigger section later. But even so, really, I'm not actually too concerned about it. Compared to the size of WeWood, this one isn't very large. But yeah, the field did turn out absolutely beautiful from last episode, and this bridge has turned out absolutely wonderful as well. I'm very pleased by it. I love this path design that I came up with going on nearly a year now. I used it in my last series, the Ages series, if you want to go check that out. Though I don't really recommend it, I was still figuring out new setup and stuff. Regardless, I'm very pleased with how this bridge turned out. I hope you pleased with it as well. And on to the next area behind us, into Stonedale.